Okay, so the prayer section, I've added a little bit to it, but I've mostly left it alone. I like it. I think that it says everything that I want it to say. It's not overwhelming. It's a good launching point for anybody who's like, I don't know what to start with. What can I do? And so I've given you everything from an explanation of what prayer is to some suggestions of things that you can pray for, including intentions. But you know, prayer's definitely very private and personal. There's no wrong way to do it. So I feel like after a certain point, it becomes overkill. So I'm going to give you all the basics. I included the decade prayer, which I almost never hear anybody say with a rosary, but I love it. It was something that when I got married, my husband's family said all the time. And I thought, and I could never find this prayer anywhere, but I love it, and I wanted other people to be able to use that at the end of their each decade. I also included prayer of abandonment, which is a prayer that we use in our Jesus is Lord program at my parish, and it is one of the most beautiful prayers that you will ever read. It's just, or pray, and I hope that you find some love for it too. It's a beautiful prayer. And lastly, to close this out, if you've been a fan of the blog for a while, you know that we did a series on Proverbs 31 Catholic woman, and from that we actually created a examination of conscience. And you know, these things I like for people to understand that the intent behind this is really to elevate you to the next level from where you are. It's not designed to be this, you know, impossible set of standards. That certainly shouldn't be the takeaway. And so I encourage people, ladies, to just, you know, read through this. There's definitely something from each one of these topics that we can take away from and, you know, help us grow in virtue. All right, moving right along. We have some sheets to take notes. Now, I'm not a fan of lines. I will explain why later. You'll see some planners have lines, and they will also have other details on them that I don't include, and I'm going to explain why as we go. I also have a website login sheet. I want you to notice here, I didn't want to add this. I had several friends recommend adding this, and I resisted for a while because I worry about you. I worry about what happens if you use this and you lose your planner. I'm always thinking like what could be the worst possible situation. And you've got your logins and your passwords. I mean, you know, heaven forbid somebody want to log in and pay your bills, but you know, maybe you have something on there that you don't want somebody else to see. So I'm going to tell you to cut this thing out, okay? I want you to just rip it right out. All right, gave you 2 sheets for that. And now we're at the part where we're going to start jumping into the daily planner. And so that's going to be a different video.